what's up, guys? This is BSG Trek Fan 88 here. This is kind of an offshoot vlog here. Hopefully, some of my followers are watching this. Maybe some of the people that know me personally. Some people just know me from my YouTube videos. I'm kind of annoyed. I'm kind of angry. Recently, I'm not going to say who it was. I'm not going to say name names. I don't play that kindergarten bullshit. Somebody told me that I should stop listening to what I listen to and put real music on. What? The fuck does that even mean? I listen to a wide variety of music, okay? I listen to jazz, I listen to rock, I listen to classic rock, I listen to some classical, I listen to some trance, I listen to a lot of stuff. There's very few there's a little bit of music that I don't listen to. I don't like rap, however, I appreciate and respect it for what it is. And there are a few songs that I actually do listen to. I don't prefer country. I have nothing against it. I don't listen to it. It's not my cup of tea. And this whole argument and or conversation started with, soundtracks. And how, that it's not real music. Okay, first of all, it is real music, okay? And I don't just listen to any soundtrack. It has to have a style or a sense to it, but it's one of the things that I pride myself on, hobby-wise, is those of you that worked with me at Best Buy, you know that I always had the trait to walk into the break room and, there'll be a song playing over the credits, and I'll be like, oh, that's Battlestar Galactica or Starship Troopers or some damn movie, and I'd get it right. Some people praise themselves on knowing every baseball player in the freaking sport, every Red Sox player. I couldn't tell you anybody except a few famous people or popular people. Some people know all of the rappers or whatever. You get the idea. I know composers and movie soundtracks. It's a hobby of mine. Deal with it. To say that that's not real music is insulting. I mean, I guarantee you this same person would play the Star Wars soundtrack if they felt like it. Soundtracks to me are the voice of the film. You can have the best movie on the face of the earth. You can have your Avengers. You can have your Terminator 2. You can have your James Bond movies. But without a soundtrack, without a score, and I'm not talking about the music from the movie, which is like the artists that contribute their songs. I'm talking about the actual score, okay? Something created for the film. You can have all those films without a score, they're nothing. A perfect example of this is Jaws. Granted, Jaws is kind of a unique story anyway, but take your favorite movie. Shawshank Redemption, Terminator 2, again, Jaws, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. The music in those films is absolutely amazing. It fits the film. It stands on its own, even if you took away the film. If you took someone who never saw Jurassic Park and you gave them the soundtrack, they'd probably think it's a great sounding score. It's just really frustrating to me that someone would argue with me and say that, stop putting soundtracks as your background and put real music. Okay, well, first of all, why would I put real music when real music to you person, has vocals in it, so you wouldn't be able to understand what I'm saying. But it's just annoying how short-sighted some people are. I'm a very easygoing guy. I don't get angry that easily. I don't adhere to what this generation does for drama, posting on Facebook, Twitter, and all that jazz, expecting a response just because they feel that they're in the right. I don't do that. I mean, I'm a very passive-aggressive person. I've been in arguments in the past with my parents or whoever, and I won't yell. I don't yell. It takes a lot to get me to yell, and when I do yell, you don't want to be near me because that means that I'm extremely pissed off or angry. But this just struck a nerve, so I figured I would address it here. I have a special appreciation for soundtracks and their composers. You know, I love the fact that when I hit shuffle on my iPod in the car or on the road, with my iPod itself, you know, half the time a soundtrack pops up, and I probably will skip it because I'm not in the mood for that particular score. But hey, I own it. It's also one of those things where I kind of like knowing that I have almost every conceivable soundtrack out there. You know, I have every single Disney movie, every single Pixar movie, almost every major film. You know, not the individual. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? The low budget private films. Excuse me. You know, I don't have every movie out there, but let's just say every major studio release since 1975. I pride myself on the fact that I have a soundtrack copy, and there's nothing that I love doing more than either making myself or discovering a bootleg soundtrack, a soundtrack that doesn't exist. For instance, a well-known one is Back to the Future. For the longest time, Back to the Future did not have a score soundtrack. It had the music from the movie, you know, Johnny Be Good, Back in Time. It's a great soundtrack, but there was only one track or one song on the disc that was the score from the movie, and that's the Back to the Future suite, which is great, but it's not the score to the movie. Well, a fan-made score came out a while ago and it's been circulating, and I think there's been a re-release. Yeah, there has been a re-release since then of the actual score, but I actually have a copy that I procured that is an actual, it's like 35 tracks of just the first movie, and then like another 30 from the second, and some odd from the third. What's another soundtrack? I'll use my own example. From the Earth to the Moon. One of the best miniseries ever made. The only miniseries that I think tops it would have to be Band of Brothers, and that's really because of the subject matter. But From the Earth to the Moon does not have a soundtrack. Again, it has music from, which is a lot of the 60s and 70s music of the day, and the opening and closing credits, but none of the brilliant, amazing musical work that's in the series, in the 10-part miniseries, 10 hours of music, existed. Well, I spent a good maybe 30 man-hours, if you will, I'm not bullshitting you here, edited out the dialogue, edited out most of the special effects, and it's not just a simple click, click, done. I had to go back and re-edit and do things. I made my own soundtrack, and it's awesome. It's what I've always wanted when I was a kid and a younger person, when I would watch the episodes just for the music. And, you know, I have over 80,000 hits on the whole soundtrack total. And people, you know, one of the best things of my day is when I get a new comment on one of the videos, literally people thanking me, saying, you know, awesome work, I've been looking for this forever, I've never been able to find it, how did you do it, you know, thank you, this means a lot. And you know what, it's something as simple as me wanting the music, knowing that I made someone else's day better because they found a song. In fact, one of the people commented, private messaged me and said, you know, I've wanted to use this in my wedding ever since I saw the miniseries, and I'm getting married in 3 months, and now I can because you made the soundtrack, thank you very much. Fucking cool, alright, go for it. If I can make some money on the side, you know, I have a CD I can sell, I've actually sold a couple of them, but, you know, whatever, in the end, it's YouTube, I made it, I shared it for anybody, but it's hard to explain. All I can say is think of your favorite artist or your favorite musical style and why you like it and why you think it's the best for you, and that's why I like soundtracks. I mean, there's not much more I can say. I have soundtracks to things that you would never believe. Inspector Gadget, right? There's a 35-track CD that was released only in France of the entire Inspector Gadget television cartoon show that we all grew up with, most of us, soundtrack, and it's amazing. I mean, I'm listening to it going, holy shit, I remember this from my childhood, you know, things like that. But I don't know, I just wanted to post a video tonight, and this was the topic. Those of you that know me personally, again, I'm a very soft-spoken guy. I don't ask for much in life. It may seem like I do, or it may seem like I complain a lot, but I don't ask for much. I'm a very giving person. But when you attack me, basically, on that much of a personal level for a nonsense bullshit reason, you're damn right I'm gonna respond. So anyway, this is BSG Trek Fan 88 signing off.